Finally made it to our campsite. It was a lot more of a hike than I thought it was going to be. On the map it doesn't show that this is on a huge hill, but we're on a big old hill. Our campsite's way up top, and then we've got the Missouri River down below us. And if we pop over that little peak there, we can see the river. For now, we're going to start off with putting up the tent, maybe starting a fire and cooking some food. I just got this tent. It's a 4-season tent from Marmot, or Marmo, however you say it. And I've never set it up. There's a ton of tent poles, so I have no idea what I'm doing. So we'll see what happens. Give me a few hours and I'll get her set up, okay? If my girlfriend was here, she'd make me read the directions so I don't screw it up. But she didn't want to come on this trip. Therefore, I'm not going to read the directions and I probably will screw it up. But I can do what I want because she's not here. I'm a free man. It's actually super comfortable. Cool deal. Now that we've got the tent set up, all of our stuff in it ready to sleep, we're gonna go get some firewood and start a fire and get some cooking going. I'm just gonna be looking for either some downed trees or preferably some dead trees that are still standing. That way they're still dry. Because it has been raining for like the last week, so wood's gonna be wet. We'll see how it goes. Of course, I've got to drag it up the hill. Ah! Not sure if it'll be good or not. Oh! Doesn't want to get it burned. Huh. This one made me work for it. Holy moly. Whew. Whew. All of our wood is extremely wet. So I'm just trying to break them apart and get as much of the inside exposed as I can. I'll try to split a couple, but it's gonna be pretty tough with the hatchet. We do have the Blackbeard fire starter today. We're gonna give that a try. I've never used one before, but the reviews are super good and they seem to be a really good company, so we're gonna give them a try and see if they live up to the hype. So from what I've seen, you just cut like a sliver off of this guy. Just like that. And you just take this off. This is what it looks like. And you just roll it around in your hand. I don't know what it is, but we're gonna give it a try and see how she works. I've got faith. There we go. She is lighting up. Smoke in the eyes. I think we got her. Woo! Now that we've got the fire started, it definitely looks like it's gonna rain. The sky does not look nice at all. But hopefully we've got some luck in it. It doesn't rain on us. Whew! Light-headed. It's my dual-purpose plate. Yeah. Go, go, go. We're never gonna eat tonight. I've been doing this for about 20 minutes. My shoulder is about to fall off. And I am gonna go cut some wood and split it. So I think our, right in my eyes. I think our fire is finally started. Good. It's nice. Got a lot of dirt in my mouth. Ugh. Looks like the rain might miss us. It's just super cloudy. But I'm not getting wet yet. It's been like this for like an hour and a half, so maybe I'll be good. I hope. I'm at that peak that I was talking about earlier. The campsite's right back here, as you can see. And over here, we've got the Missouri River. A lot of trees here in front of it, and the river looks like chocolate milk. So it's gonna be tough for you guys to see. That's where we'll be fishing tomorrow. And there is just like a little pond or a little lake next to it too, where the water's really not moving. So maybe that'd be a better spot to fish, but we'll give them both a try. But now we can head back to camp and cook us some food. For supper tonight, I'm gonna be cooking the camping pizzas. That's a tortilla shell, pizza sauce. We're gonna do pepperoni, cheese, onions, and then red pepper. Let's get them cracking. And I've never tried these before, but a lot of people say that they're great, so I figured I'd give them a try. the slipperiest onion I've ever laid eyes on. That's tasty. So to make these wonderful little pizzadillos, we're gonna start off with a tortilla. And I did not mean to buy this size. I bought them online and they came this size. This is my hand. So they're absolutely tiny, but they should be tasty. We're just gonna have to eat a lot of them. Pepperoni. I'm just gonna kind of move the sauce around a little bit. Get the pepperoni planted. I'm gonna have to make like 2 million of these things. Holy crap, they're tiny. We'll try some peppers. Here we go. Ready for the old fire. I feel like I need to hit the broil on this pizza. The cheese isn't very melted, but we're gonna give her a little taste test because it's been cooking for a while and the bottom's definitely done. Pepperoni and cheese. All right, giving the pizza a test. It tastes like a Tonka pie, if you've ever had one of those. It's where you stick it in that, it's another camping thing, but you stick it in that like cast iron little like sandwich dealio with the 2 metal handles, where you butter both sides of the cast iron, the insides, and you put in bread, pizza sauce, pepperoni, cheese, and whatever else. They're super, super good to cook in the fire, but this tastes very similar, so it's very tasty. They're hot. Wow. Oh. So messy. One for you, one for me, one for you. This one's looking even tastier. Ooh, baby. Cheese is actually melted. A little unmelted in the middle, but it'll buff. And plated. These are actually really, really, really good. I'm gonna have these more often. Oh, hot. I'll never learn. Pretty much all of the cheese stuck to the lid of the pan. So we're gonna try a very minimal cheese little pizza. Another one's coming on. Here we go. One more should do it. It'll put me right to sleep. This last one's not gonna eat itself. I finally cleaned my hands, so I gotta use a spatula. Well guys, we had an awesome day. I'm super pumped to be out here in the woods and pumped to be doing some fishing tomorrow and a little bit of cooking. Pancakes for breakfast, by the way. Excited about that. But it's about 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna call it a night. I'll see you guys in the morning.
Good morning, everybody. Let's get some pancakes going.
Well guys, we have an issue. No water. No water means no coffee, no pancakes. So we need to get down to the stream and filter some water. Otherwise we're gonna starve and be thirsty. Sounds terrible. This filter better work really, really well because this water is disgusting. Looks wonderful now. Tastes good? Tastes like water? Oh yeah. That'll work for coffee and pancakes, I'll tell you that. Whew. That's good. The things you do for coffee and pancakes. Crazy. I think I'm also gonna have to cook a venison steak that I brought with, because that thing's getting pretty warm. It's not warm yet, but it's not frozen anymore, so I don't want to go down fishing and come back to some ruined venison steaks. Pretty pumped to eat that. So we're gonna have a huge, huge breakfast, or brunch. It's almost 10 o'clock. Coffee's cooled down. So what I'm doing with all these sticks is I'm going to attempt to make a table. I'm sure it's going to go horribly because I've never done it before, but just thought it'd be really nice to have a table around camp. We're going to give it a try. What I predict happening is I'm going to make the table. It's going to look nice. and then I'm gonna be cooking my pancakes. The entire table is gonna tip over, fall into pieces, and my pancakes will go everywhere. I'm calling it now. I'm willing to make a bet. Coffee's good though. So these are our legs. I'm a pansy when it comes to my coffee too, so I have to let it sit for a long, long time. I do not like burning my tongue. Do it too often on pizza. This one I'm just gonna keep it right in the Y. So why not? Those pancakes are calling my name. I'm gonna have the perfect table to cook them on. I think this thing might actually work. Talk about craftsmanship. Whew. I am a talented, talented guy. Just kidding. It looks like shit. So lovely. Now I need a chair. I can't build a chair. No. Got some Kodiak pancakes. You know, I think I'm gonna start making and selling these tables on Facebook Marketplace. If you guys wouldn't mind, comment below how much you would pay for one of these wonderful handcrafted tables. Or comment if you'd rather have me just burn it at the end of the trip. Probably a few more responses for that. I was trying to make it small because my plate's tiny, but that didn't work at all. Ooh, shit. That'll work. Not bad. Little black. That's okay. We don't mind. Yeah. Oh, the perfect fit. I'm gonna start a new one. We're gonna syrup this guy. We're gonna eat it. This one's getting a little crispy. I like to get black right where the burner's hitting on the pan. Nothing a little butter won't fix. You guys can have the burnt chunk. Still good. Get that other cake on here. Nothing's better than chocolate chip pancakes. No way. Well, I really don't want to, but I think I need to cook and eat that steak. So I think it'll go bad pretty soon. I don't want that to happen. And I was planning on eating that for supper tonight, so we're gonna have to cook some or catch some fish to eat for supper to go with some potatoes. So otherwise we don't have much of a meal. Well, let's cook up that steak. I know it's a shame not to season them beforehand, but given the circumstances, I hope you all understand. And all we've got is pepper and Lowry's. But I'm sure it'll taste awesome. Even though I'm not hungry whatsoever. It's gonna be a lot of food. That'll work. A little bit more done than I'd like it, but looks pretty tasty. And again, this is venison. It's great. I think one of my brothers shot this deer. Either my brothers or my dad. Wasn't me. That's all I know. Well, folks, we are headed down to the river. Now that we've got our bellies full, we're gonna go catch us some food. Let's see what kind of fish we can catch. Let's do it. We're gonna go with the bait cast today, or for now. I haven't used this bait cast yet, and I've always got a rule that I can't take off the plastic from the handle until I catch a fish with it. So, hopefully we can take that plastic off today. Alright, so we're gonna try a MEP spinner. It's a yellow and black one, and I did tie on a leader because I'm assuming that there's some northern pike in here. But we're gonna give her a try. And that fish keeps taunting me and jumping around, so he's asking for it. Guessing it's a bass, but we're gonna find out. We're switching to a white MEP spinner, number 3, and I also switched to a spinning rod from the bait cast. I haven't really used a bait cast since I moved from Florida, and that's been a couple of years, so I was struggling with the backlashes. Ended up with a big old rat's nest and decided to call her quits. So we got spinning rod. I can see a fish swimming across the middle. Looks decently long, probably a bass. I'm gonna cast towards him. I casted pretty far in front of him. I need to get a little bit closer. Oh, there's another one. Maybe it's a little northern. He's super skinny. Oh yeah, it's a little northern. I'll catch him. Here, buddy. So I'm seeing a ton of fish. They're just not wanting to bite. It's a bunch of pike. I did switch to this MEP spinner, but I'm gonna switch to a little MEPs and see if they're just not wanting to go for the big guy or what the deal is. We'll go for a number 2. It's a little bit smaller and it's a different color. We'll give that a try. I don't even think those are northern. I think they're alligator gar. I'm changing my mind. I'm saying gar. And that's my excuse of why I can't catch them. Baloney. I had something on and he just spit it out. We're gonna try to get him again. You know, I think I could bottle up this river water and sell it as chocolate milk. I could fool a lot of people. Make some good money. I might just do that. This fishing is not going well. I need something for supper, so gotta catch at least one. Catch something. I wonder how many ticks I'm gonna have after this, because I'm walking in some deep, deep grass. Last spring when I went out, over the course of 2 days, I had 19 ticks. They weren't like onto me, like biting into me, but they're either crawling on me, and there's a few that were into my skin. But that's why I sprayed that yellow spray on my clothes and my boots right when we started the trip, because that's supposed to help with the ticks. You're not supposed to spray it on your skin, just meant for clothes, but it's supposed to work really well. I've had one tick so far, and that was in the tent. But other than that, I've been doing pretty good. But we'll see tonight how many I find. I don't think it would have went real well if I would have went to the end of that. Probably would have hurt. The fish just missed my bait. I'm gonna cast back at him. I think it was a bass. Just the way he missed it, it seemed bassy. We had a fish on, seemed to be nice. I went to turn on the camera and it got off. It was taking drag and everything. Ah! That's frustrating. Okay, that's smoother. Well, you know what they say, guys. Sometimes you gotta know when to give up. I keep switching map spinners. Maps is all I've got. It is not working. I've had a few fish on, not even sure what they are, to be honest. They're not bass, not northern, not the gar either. Almost looks like a carp. But yeah, we're gonna head back to camp and get a fire going and cook some food. Won't be cooking fish. scrub brush out just to dry out. Those are all ants. I'll give them their home back. There you go, fellas. Welcome home. Hello, folks. Not a lot of prep on this one. We're just going to be doing onions and potatoes with some olive oil wrapped in tinfoil. And I'll probably just do like a packet of pulled pork. I've got a couple of those since we weren't successful at the fishing. But pulled pork and potatoes and onions sounds pretty right on. So, we can get started. Sorry for being shirtless. It's like 1,000,000 degrees. I've been cutting down, not cutting down, but like cutting up logs and branches and stuff, and I'm hot. And I've got this fire going too that's not helping at all. I thought that the fire would cool me down, but it's just not working for some reason. Whew. But let's get her going. Whoops. The goal was not reached. That drizzler. And of course, we've got our lovely salt and pepper, or Lowry's and pepper. Da, da, da. I love a lot of pepper. Drowns away my bad cooking. So does the Lowry's, of course. Oh no! Not quite how it was supposed to go. It'll do. Big old ball of tin foil. Beautiful. Might not look like much, but it'll be delicious soon. This is way too close to the fire. I'm getting out of here. I'm attempting to turn my potatoes. I don't know if they actually turned or not. I don't remember what side they were on. They look beautiful. I thought about taking them out and making sure they're not burning, but I'm more of a it'll buff type of guy, so I'm just gonna risk it for the biscuit and assume that they're gonna be perfectly done and not burnt in like 40 minutes. I'm sure it'll work great. If not, it'll buff. Getting sleepy. I only slept for like 2 hours last night, I think. Not because I wasn't comfortable. Like, the tent was great, sleeping pad was great, sleeping bag was good. I work night shift at the hospital. I'm a nurse, so my schedule's like completely flipped. I work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. so most of the time I'm not sleeping at all tonight, or not sleeping at all during the night. It's like last night I tried to go to bed at 10 o'clock and I think I fell asleep at like 4 in the morning. I just basically sat in there. Well, I did buy a dehydrator on Amazon, and I looked up like how to dehydrate food and like what foods to dehydrate. So that kept me busy for a while. But yeah, made for a long, long day. So I'm ready to snooze pretty soon. But it's a beautiful night. Weather's super, super nice. We're just gonna take a little look-see. Don't drop them. Woo! Not done, but delicious. Hot. Really good. Just trying to move the coals over. Oh, not that much over. Now it's cooking. Whoops. That might be a little much. It's really neat how when you actually sit still for once and aren't making any sounds, aren't doing anything, how the wildlife just completely circles you. Birds are chirping, squirrels are jumping tree to tree. There's a turkey gobbling for a little bit. It's kind of like where you're hunting and you just sit still and watch the nature. It's really neat. Oh, I was getting nervous. Holy moly. So my little plate is not big enough for all this flavor. So we got to use this pan. A lot of ashes in here. Blow them right in my pan. Can you smell them? I didn't think so. Ooh, the amount of ashes. Disturbing. Never mind all that. And I just whipped up some pulled pork. Made it in my crock pot and all that. So I'm just gonna throw it right on top. Looks like cat poop. This way it'll warm it up, mix it all together, be delicious. I hope. I'm a little worried. Looks a little scary. But I've had this pulled pork stuff before. It's good. Just doesn't look good. Oh yeah. Little potatoes are perfect. The perfect amount of ash in them. Oof. Some of these potatoes forgot to get cooked. They're pretty raw. Well, I ain't putting them back on now. Hear that crunch? Before I took them off the fire, I poked one with my knife and it slid in real nice and, you know, was done. But apparently that was one of the only ones that were done. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a hard one. Oh. Not good. There's a turkey that keeps gobbling. But now that I turned on the camera, I'm sure it'll stop. Oh, and last night, I don't know, I tried to take a video of it, just the sound. I don't know if you guys will end up being able to hear it in the video, but 2 times during the night, there was just must have been like a huge pack of coyotes howling for like 20 minutes. It sounded like they were decently close, but I thought it was really, really cool. It's amazing the things you hear out here, especially when you're sleeping in a tent. Well, folks, I think I'm going to call it a night. I am absolutely beat. I'm super tired. Hopefully tonight I actually get some sleep. But that turkey over there keeps yelling, so I might have to shut him up at some point. Hopefully he just starts being quiet. But yeah, thanks for tagging along with me. I'm gonna get some sleep and we'll make some breakfast in the morning and then check out the cave that's here. It's called Indian Cave. I've never seen it before, but the pictures look super cool. So we'll give it a shot. All right, good night, guys. Oh, hey there. Good morning. I slept super well. I got more than my 2 hours of sleep. So I'm feeling good and I'm ready for some breakfast and to get things packed up. So this morning, I guess that's kind of weird. This morning we are gonna cook some oatmeal, make some coffee, see if we have any other food that I need to eat. I was planning for eggs, pepperoni, and cheese, but that all went bad, so I had to get rid of it because my cooler didn't work very well. But after we make that, we're gonna pack up the tent, pack up all of our stuff, and we're gonna make a hike down. We're gonna check out a cave. It's called Indian Cave. It's supposed to be pretty cool. I saw some of the pictures. So we're gonna check that out, and then we're gonna mosey on home. I haven't made oatmeal in such a long time. I think I put in way too much water. Whoopsies. Oatmeal soup. My favorite. She thickened up beautifully. It's actually really tasty too. It's kind of one of those like foggy, little bit chilly mornings. It's really, really nice for a camping breakfast. It's perfect. I do need to get a footprint for this tent. Like I said, it is like brand new to me, so I don't have the footprint yet. This is just a random tarp. But if you guys do have any gear recommendations for me or anything that you guys want me to try out, just to test out for you, let me know. I certainly can do that. Unless it's super expensive, then I probably won't. We'll see. Now the next guy's got some wood. So I'm sitting here at the cave. I'm just on the upper portion of it right now. I'm just checking it out. It is super cool. Just kind of a smaller cave. There are a bunch of petroglyphs, is what I'm supposed to be seeing, that were created like 1500 years ago is what the sign said. But it's mostly just people recently writing their names and writing that they love people. So they kind of ruined it there. But I'm going to keep searching for the real ones, and I'll let you guys know if I find them. Otherwise, I think this does wrap up the trip. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give me recommendations in the comments of places to go, things to try, things to do, things to cook, and let me know if you like the video. All right, take care, guys. Thanks.